everybody. I am so excited to be joining you, even if it's remotely. I hope that everybody is having fun as they are dancing and standing and doing something for a really good purpose and a really good cause. So what we're going to be doing today, well, first of all, my name is Dr. Babula. I'm from the Occupational Therapy Department. I cannot be here this evening with you, or this morning, or whatever time of weird hour of the day it is, because I'm celebrating a friend's wedding this evening. So I am here remotely with you, and we are going to go through a standing yoga practice. It doesn't mean that your hands aren't going to touch the ground a little bit, but our feet will not be leaving the ground, and we're not going to be completely lying ourselves down. So we're just going to be doing some different stuff today. What I'd like you to do is step to the top of your mat, or if you don't have a mat, imagine that there's just like a 6 foot by 3 foot square around you, and that's your space. We're going to leave a little bit of space between our feet here. Palms face forward. We're going to inhale our ears up to our shoulders. We're going to exhale, let those shoulders drop down. Inhale, ears to shoulders. Exhale, let them drop down. One more time. Inhale, ears to shoulders. Exhale, let them drop down. Good. Let's sweep our hands up to the sky. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, pull your arms through cactus arms. And then reach them down by your sides. Say hi to the kitten. That's Willow. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, pull cactus. Arms down by your sides. One more time. Inhale, sweep up. Pull through cactus. Arms reach down by your sides. Beautiful. From here, we're going to start to come into a little bit of a forward fold or a little bit of a movement flow. So let's inhale our arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands through your heart and forward fold. Little bend in those knees. It's our first forward fold of the day. Reach those hands down for the earth. Good. Now inhale, halfway lift, like you're having a flat back. Want to be able to serve drinks on your back here. Good. And then exhale, forward fold. And then roll yourself up to a stand. Palms face forward. We're going to do that again. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Keep those knees soft as you roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time to a standing position. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Halfway lift, we inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Roll yourself up. Sweep up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep those arms up to the sky. Roll yourself up and bring your hands to your heart. Beautiful. Lift up all 10 of your toes and then place them back down like you're gripping onto the earth. Good. Keep your hands at your heart, and we're going to come up onto our tippy toes. Find a little bit of balance here, and then drop it down. Rock back onto your heels. Lift up all 10 of your toes. Bring it down. Tippy toes, heels lift. Heels down, toes lift. Woohoo! And that's hard. We're trying. Again, tippy toes. Rock back onto those heels. Tippy toes. Heels. 2 more times. Tips and heels and tips and heels. Awesome. Bring those arms down by your sides, palms face forward. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Before we start really moving, let's start with a balance pose just to get us nice and anchored. I'd like you to shift all of your weight over to that left foot. And then you're going to bring that right foot on the inside of that left calf. Even if your tree pose looks different than this normally, let's start here, okay? So we're pressing foot into calf. Calf presses back into foot, if you can imagine that. Your rooted leg is nice and solid, growing roots down into the earth. And find a gaze point someplace in front of you that does not move, so maybe not another person. Maybe bring your hands to your heart center here. We're just in a nice early tree pose. That knee, that right knee that is lifted, imagine that you're pressing it toward the back of the room or the back of your mat, just opening those hips a little bit. If there were 2 panes of glass here, I could smoosh you real flat. Good. And then keeping everything as it is, just bring your right knee up towards your chest. Make a basket with your fingies and come around that knee, just giving yourself a nice stretch, single leg stretch here. Beautiful. And then we're gonna place it back down. Let's switch sides, all right? Right foot is gonna anchor. Left foot is gonna step. Foot to calf or foot to shin, whatever feels most comfy. Hands come to our heart. We press foot into calf, calf back into foot. And we grow nice and tall with the crown of our head. We're here for 3 and 2. Pressing that left knee to the back of the room. Good. Beautiful. Everything stays as it is. Just bring that left knee up towards your chest. Make a basket with those hands. Grab around that knee and then pull yourself in a little bit closer. Just giving a little bit of a stretch here. Maybe wind that ankle out. Beautiful. We're going to let it back down. And then go ahead and give yourself a little shake because it feels good. All right. Let's come into a chair pose. Big toes are going to touch. Leave a little space between your heels. All right. And I'm just going to turn sideways. So as we sit back into our chair pose, our weight stays in our heels. So I want you to imagine that there's an actual chair behind you. You're going to start bending your knees. You're going to start sitting back. All right, my hands are on my hips right now just to give you guys a little bit of a demo. You can bring hands to heart center. All right, I don't want your backs to be arched. All right, no sticking out the booty. I want you to try to tuck that tailbone underneath, but I still want you to engage those belly muscles as you're doing so. Weight in the heels, wiggle all 10 of your toes. We're in this chair pose. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Imagine everything pulling in toward the center of your body. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stand it up. Reach those arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring those hands down by your sides. All right. We're going to do that again, but we're going to add on this time, okay? All right. So hands to heart center. Big toes touch. Weight in the heels. Let's sit ourselves back into that beautiful chair pose. Again, imaginary tail or your tailbone is pointing down at the floor. It's tucked underneath your body. Good. We're going to shift all of our weight over to that right foot. Go ahead and look down at your right big toe. Lift up your left heel. And then you're going to step that left heel back, or that left foot back. We're going to be in a crescent lunge. So that back heel is lifted. Front foot is nice and flat. Arms reach up to the sky. Beautiful. From the side, we're looking like this. Boop. So we're in this beautiful crescent lunge here. We're going to bring our hands to our heart. And while we're in this solid position, we're going to do a little bit of gentle neck rolls. going in one direction. And this challenges our balance a little bit. We might wibble wobble. That's okay. And then go the other direction. Small as you want, big as you want. Good. From here, we're going to reach those arms back up to the sky. We're going to open ourselves up into a warrior two. Warrior two, back foot comes parallel with the back of the mat. Front foot stays in that nice deep bend, but our hips open up to the side of the room. So my hips are facing this away. My head is facing this away. Beautiful. So this is our warrior two. To come into our side angle, we're going to take this right elbow and bring it down to our right knee. Left arm comes to the sky. It feels good. We're doing stuff. And then that left arm is going to pull me back through my warrior two. I'm going to sweep my left arm back forward. Come onto the ball of my back foot. I'm in that crescent lunge again. Hands come to your heart, lean forward, bring all of that weight over that right foot and step back up, chair pose. For 3, 2, 1, let's stand up. Shake, shake, shake. Big breath in, big breath out. Before we go to the opposite side, feet separate. Let's sweep the arms to the sky, big breath in. Hands to heart, forward fold. Reach down for the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll yourself up to a stand. And then again, we step big toes to touch. Hands come to our hearts. We're going to sink back into our chair pose. Here we are. Holding here. Weight in the heels. Little tail tuck under, belly button to the spine, everything pulling toward the center of your body. We look down, we shift our weight over to that left foot this time. Right heel lifts. Good. Keep looking down at that left foot as you step yourself back. Crescent lunge on this side, arms reach to the sky. Big, nice stretch up here. And then hands come to your heart. Same thing, little neck circles. Finding a gaze point that does not move will help you with this, even if you're moving. If your gaze does not, it should help. I say that and then I wobble. Let's go the opposite direction. Beautiful. And pause. Arms reach to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, let's open ourselves up, warrior two. Beautiful. Making sure that that front knee really tries to open itself up to the opposite side of the room, so we're not collapsing in here, we're really opening that hip up. Left arm is going to reach forward, 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 and then that left elbow comes to the left knee as the right arm reaches to the sky. This feels so nice, this feels so good. Beautiful. And then that right arm pulls us back up, warrior two. It sweeps us back forward, crescent lunge. Hands come to heart, we lean forward over that front leg and step up, chair pose. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, separate your feet, hands come to your heart. Good. All right, we're actually going to be coming down to the earth a little bit here. So what I want you to do is you're going to inhale, sweep those arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come through, heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time plant your hands on the earth. Walk yourself back into a high plank position. Good. Now lift your hips, downward facing dog. It's our first down dog of the day. We're not going to be here for very long. Just a little bit of a paddle out with those feet, heels coming to the earth. letting your chest melt back towards your thighs, letting your head and neck hang heavy here. Good. And then walk your hands back to your feet. So we're ending up at the back of our mats. Good. Roll yourself up to a stand. Sweep those arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Crawl yourself out, high plank. Good. Option here to just stay in high plank, or you can come from high plank through low plank and press yourself back up to high plank. No up dog here. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk those hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll yourself up to a stand. Palms face forward. Good. Sweep the arms to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands walk out. Again, we can stay in high plank, or we come from high plank, low plank. Squeeze those elbows in. Press back up to high plank. Downward facing dog. Breath in here. Breath out here. Hands walk back toward those feet. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll yourself up to a stand. Palms face forward. Good. One more time. We're going to inhale up. We're going to exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend. Hands reach the earth. Crawl out. High plank. Low plank. High plank. Good. Downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Let's inhale that right leg to the sky. And then step that right foot to the right hand. Good. Right arm is going to reach up to the sky. We're in this beautiful low lunge twist. Back leg stays lifted. Keep it off of the earth if you can. Good. And then I really want you to start to get light in that left hand. And then you're going to start reaching up to the sky, and we're going to pull ourselves up into a twisted crescent lunge. So instead of here, we are hugging that right side of the room, twisting here. Right hand comes to the back of that left thigh, left arm to the sky. Good. And then we're going to come back through our regular crescent lunge. And then we're going to open up to our warrior two like we did before. Pause here for a moment, check in, get nice and solid. Reach forward, come into that side angle pose. Maybe this time reaching that left arm all the way over your head toward like the corner of the room. And then that left arm is going to pull us back up, warrior two. Sweep us back around, crescent lunge. Stay with me. We're undoing everything we just did, so hug the right side of the room. Slowly lower that left hand down to the earth. Yes, nice job. From here, right hand comes down to the earth, and you're going to sweep that right leg up to the sky. Ooh, a little three-legged dog here, and then step it back down. Beautiful. Walk hands back to feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll yourself up to a stand. Arms sweep to the sky. Hands come to your heart. Bring it back down. And then from here, crawl back out into high plank and down dog. We're going to go through the opposite side. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step left foot to left hand. Sweep that left arm to the sky. Good. And again, we're going to get light on that right hand. Keep pressing into the feet here. And then as you are getting lighter, we're going to lift ourselves up. Hug that left side of the room. Keep reaching back with that left hand to the back of the right thigh. Look over that shoulder. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale that left arm back through. Center. Here we are in our crescent lunge. We're going to open up to warrior two. Beautiful. Pausing here for a moment, getting nice and comfortable. And then that left arm reaches forward, left elbow to left knee, right arm to the sky. And then right arm over your head in one straight line from that right heel to those right fingertips. Beautiful. From here, reversing this, right arm pulls us back, warrior two. Sweep us back around onto the ball of that back foot. Arms sweep up. Here we are in our crescent. We're going to open up and hug the left side of the room. Slowly lowering that right hand down as the left arm is to the sky. We're in that low lunge twist. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. Left leg sweeps to the sky. And then bring it down. Beautiful. From here, let's roll forward to a high plank. Let's come to a low plank. Let's inhale back up, high plank. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. Take a big breath out. One more big breath in. One more big breath out. Tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Walk yourself to the middle of your mat. And then roll yourself up to a stand. Palms face forward. You have a little bit of water here. Take some water. Yum. All right. Where we're going next, just do a time check here. Sweet. All right, so where we are going next, we're stepping into the middle of our mats here. Nice. We're gonna do some standing ab work. This is going to feel like standing hip work, but it's actually low ab work, all right? So we're gonna be working a little bit on balance, and we're gonna be working a little bit on low ab kind of stuff. So the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna step that left foot into the earth. I like to imagine that I'm literally growing roots down into the earth. That seems to help me feel like I'm a lot more solid once I start to balance. So feet growing roots down into the earth, or imagining whatever feels appropriate in your brain. I keep a micro bend in this left knee. The minute I lock this knee out, I lose a lot of my control and my stability. So a little micro bend, so we're keeping those muscles turned on, all right? Shift your weight over to that left leg. Start to unweight that right heel at least. Good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our knee to our chest, but this time we're gonna do it without our hands. All right, so bring that right knee up to your chest. Flex those feet so the toes are pointed up toward your right knee. Good. And then we're gonna kick this leg out straight as much as we can. And then we're gonna bend it up as much as we can. Then we're gonna kick it out as much as we can and bend it up. We're gonna do 3. Good. And 2. Good. And 1. Good. Now, basket with those hands. Pull, nice stretch. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, don't step it down just yet. Hands come to heart. That right knee stays lifted, and this time we're gonna bring it out to the side and then back in. Out to the side and back in. Ooh. For 3, good. And 2, good. And 1. Back through center, basket. Give yourself a nice little hug here. I know that left leg is on fire, but we're gonna do one more thing. Hand to heart. I want you to bring this right knee all the way around and kiss the back of your left knee, and then bring it around to the center. Woo-hoo. So we're out, around, and we're kissing. We're out, around, and center. Out, around, kiss. Out, around, center. 2 more times. Out and kiss. Out, center. Last time. Kiss and bring it around. 1 more time. Basket. Give yourself a stretch. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Step it down. Oh my gosh. Left booty on fire. This butt is on fire. I can't. I won't. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do the next side. All right, so shake it out. Give yourself a little self-massage. And let's switch. Right foot is gonna anchor down. Again, lift up all 10 toes. Press them down into the mat. Micro bend with that right knee. Shift all your weight over to that right foot. And then again, left knee into the chest. Good, hands to heart center. We're gonna kick it out and then back up. And kick and up. Kick and up. For 2, knee, good, and kick and knee. Basket with the hands, give yourself a stretch. It feels so good. Breath in, breath out. Good. Hands come back to your heart, and we're gonna bring this knee out to the side. And then center. And 2, and center. 3, center. 4, center. 5, and center. Give yourself a basket. Give yourself a pause. Breathing here. Beautiful. All right, 1 more movement. We're kneeling, or we're knee up, and then we're around to kiss the back of our right knee. And then we're around to the front. Around and kiss. Woohoo! I'm a lot more wobbly on this leg. Around and front. Here we are for 3. Good. 2. Good. Last 1. And basket, stretch, hold here for 3, 2, 1. Step it down, shake it out, give yourself that nice little massage or shake or whatever feels good for you here. Awesome. All right. From here, let's step to the top of our mats. We're gonna do some wide-legged forward folds, but we're gonna get there by doing a lunge, all right? So what I want you to do is you're gonna shift all of your weight over. Let's do the left leg because we just really worked that right boy. So left leg takes all of our weight, right heel is unweighted, hands to heart. I want you to lean forward like you're doing just like a little bit of a, almost like you're gonna do like a bent row. And then from here, I want you to slowly straighten out that leg, balance, and then step back. So we're just working a little bit on our balance here, all right? So we're unweighted, we're leaning over, belly is engaged here, and then we're gonna kick that right leg straight back nice and slow, and then step it. Beautiful. Big breath in as you reach those arms to the sky. Big breath out. Beautiful. All right, from here, straighten out that front leg, and then you're gonna turn both of your toes to the right side of the room. Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna face you so that you can see what I'm doing, but I'm in a wide-legged stance. My wrists and my ankles are about lined up here, And my feet or my toes are turned exactly straight, or maybe even just a little bit pigeon-toed or a little bit in, okay? From here, I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips. I'm gonna inhale my chest to the sky. Keep my belly engaged, and as I exhale, I'm gonna lean forward, imagining that my chin and chest are reaching forward, 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 until I feel like I can't bend anymore. And then you can bring your hands down to the earth. I want you to let your head hang heavy here. Maybe grab, those hands can either stay on the earth. They can walk between your legs. They can grab opposite ankles. They can grab the same ankle. It is a choose your own adventure situation here. We are going to be here for about 10 breaths. So I just want you to play, get a little bit of a rest here, but also a nice stretch. Let gravity help usher you into whatever position feels right and necessary right now for you. Beautiful. Keep breathing. If you can, keep your mind on your breath or on your movement. I like to take little micro bends in either knee. It helps to deepen the stretch on one side and then the other. But that's just me. Beautiful. All right, so if we're in this beautiful forward fold facing the right side of the room, we're gonna pause here, we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna come to a halfway lift. Good. I want you to crawl your hands around to the top of the mat and spin that front foot forward. Back foot comes onto the ball of your foot. Good. We're in this beautiful runner's lunge here. We're gonna stay here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to transfer this into a lizard lunge. The difference between runners and lizard is runners has hands on either side of the foot. Lizard is going to come inside. So both hands come inside, and I'm going to heel toe this front foot over a little bit. Good. So I go hand, hand, foot instead of hand, foot, hand. Yeah. Keep that back knee lifted. We're still on our feet here. We are not laying down. We are not taking rest. This is hard work. Good. From here, maybe keep that right hand down. Left hand comes to the knee and gently presses ourselves open here for a little extra stretch. Back leg stays nice and straight. You're doing it. Good job. And then we're going to come back down through lizard lunge. I want you to straighten out that front leg. Step that back foot in. So it's about 2 feet distance between. And we're in this beautiful little triangle stretch or triangle fold here. You can either bring your hands to that front calf or that front shin. Keep a micro bend in this front leg. We're not trying to hyperextend it here. We're just getting a beautiful hamstring stretch as we are here. All right. From hamstring stretch position, I want you to reach those hands ahead of you and sweep that leg behind you to the sky. We are in a standing split. Hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Step right foot next to left. Roll yourself up to a stand. Shake it out. Beautiful. All right, we got to do it on the other side. So here we are, stepping at the top of our mats, all right? Hands to our hearts. This time our right leg is gonna be anchoring down. So our left heel gets a little pop, right? We're gonna lean forward like we're doing those bent rows, belly button to the spine. All of our weight in that right leg. We're gonna kick that left leg back, balance first, and then step it back into that beautiful crescent lunge. Really big stretch up, big breath in. Settle in on the exhale. Good. Again, we're gonna turn all of our toes, this time to the left side of the room. And we're in this beautiful wide-legged position. This time, instead of coming immediately into the wide-legged forward fold, turn your toes out. So that if you go to bend your knees, if you were sitting on the biggest horse you have ever sat on, that your knees would track over where your feetsies are going. So just go ahead and do a little modification there if you need to. And then go ahead and straighten those legs out. All right, we're gonna bring our hands behind our heads. We're gonna press head back into hand to open our chest up, all right? And then as we're here, we're gonna be taking these nice, deep, seated, or seats into our goddess pose. Nice and deep. The idea here, again, is we're pressed between two panes of glass. We're getting to get a 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. Those are the efforts. And then straighten those legs out. Good. Sink it down into that goddess squat and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out. Sink it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out. 2 more times. Sink it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out. Good. Last time, we sink down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And straighten those legs out. Good. Arms come down, hands come to your hips. Again, we're gonna slightly pigeon toe those feet. We're gonna inhale our chest to the sky. We're gonna exhale, come into that beautiful forward fold. Keep those knees soft. Beautiful. Hands can reach down for the earth. Same thing here or a different thing. Maybe you wanna sway side to side. Maybe you just wanna stay in a static position, grabbing each of your ankles. Maybe you just want to try to reach between those legs and see how deep you can get with that stretch. Wherever you are, I just want you to listen to your body. Sometimes our body says no. Sometimes our body says yes or maybe. And so, just being aware can be really, really helpful, not just on our yoga mat, but also off of it. Listening to those intuitive senses. What is your body saying is appropriate or necessary right now? We're here for 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Still facing that left side of the room. We're going to inhale to a halfway lift, and then we're going to turn those right toes to the top of the mat and come into our runner's lunge around them. Again, so it's hand, foot, hand, okay? Both hands on either side of this foot. Back leg is nice and straight. Here we are in this beautiful runner's lunge, prepping for getting a little bit deeper when we come into our lizard lunge. All right. Let's transition. Right hand on the inside, heel toe that right foot over, and here we are in our lizard lunge. So, keeping that back leg lifted as much as you can. Don't let that knee bend down or try to reach down for the floor. Good. And then maybe left hand stays planted, right hand comes to the knee, and we gently press ourselves open here. For 3, and 2, and 1. Come back through lizard. Straighten out that front leg. Step the back foot in, 2 feet closer. And we're in this little triangle pose. I'm like so here. Good. And I'm coming, inhale, halfway lift maybe, and then a little bit of a fold over that front leg. Trying to keep my back a little bit straight here. We're not rounding. The weight really is driving through the heel of the front leg here. And then again, I'm gonna reach forward and sweep that opposite leg, that left leg, up behind me into a standing split, holding here for 3, 2, 1. Step foot next to the other. Roll yourself up to a stand. Shaky, shaky, shaky. All right. Take a little sip of water. Beautiful. All right, where we are going to go next, let's do a little balance. All right, so I know we did a little bit of ab work balance before, but now we're going to be doing a little bit of actual standing balance work, but also stretchy of the hips. So that'll feel nice. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come into a figure 4. Left foot is gonna anchor down first. The right ankle is gonna cross right on top of that knee. Can't go underneath, because if it does, it doesn't work when we go to bend. All right, so that crosses right on top of where your kneecap is. Flex the flying foot or the right foot. Flex those toes up toward that right knee. And if you see right now, it looks like I'm in like a backwards figure 4. Cool. I'm gonna bring my hands to my heart. And we're gonna sit back into an imaginary chair behind us. As I sit back, I got this beautiful glute stretch on my right side. So we're in a standing pigeon pose here. Option here to stay, or you can start leaning forward, bringing those elbows down to that shin. It's just a deeper stretch here. We're gonna hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stand ourselves up here. We're gonna grab onto this right foot, and we're gonna place it into a tree pose wherever feels most comfy for you now that we've warmed up a lot. All right, so pressing foot into thigh, thigh presses back into foot, or do the same thing with the calf that we did earlier. Try not to align it right with your knee, because you don't want to be pressing right into that joint, okay? Wherever you are, again, a gaze point that does not move, and then maybe we can express our branches, arms reaching to the sky. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come to your heart. Stay with me. Coming out of this, we're going to bend our knee right next to our side. And I'm going to reach my right hand back and catch my right foot. Good. I'm going to reach my other hand back and also catch my right foot. So both hands are grabbing onto this right foot. And then we're going to do like a standing bow pose, where we're just trying to press that foot behind us and opening our shoulders here. Beautiful. Press, 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 press foot into hands. Open the space behind you for 3, 2, 1. We come out with control. Step it down. Nice. Shake it out. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to go the opposite side. Right foot anchors. Left crosses. Toes flexed up toward that knee. Hands to heart center. We're in our figure 4 standing. Good. Get nice and comfy here. And then when you're ready, we're going to sit back into our standing pigeon. Gaze point that does not move will help you here. Maybe you decide that you want to lean forward a little bit more, bringing those elbows to where your shin is. If your gaze shifts, find another point that you can focus on. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing up here, taking this foot and bringing it or placing it into our tree pose, and then expressing our branches on the other side. Here we are. Again, once we are steady, we're counting for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Keeping that leg lifted, bring that knee next to your side. We're going to reach left hand behind us and catch that foot. We're going to reach right hand behind us and catch that foot. We're going to kick the foot back into the arms as we open up space behind us, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come out of that, step it down, shake it out. Beautiful. All right. Excuse me. We're going to come down into a yogi squat here. So let's bring those heels right underneath where your shoulders are. My toes like to be at a 45-degree angle. Again, as I come down into my squat, it's where my knees want to track. So changing your toe trajectory according to where your knee trajectory goes, okay? Hands come to your heart, and we are going to slowly ride an elevator, imaginary elevator, down to the earth. We're going to come down and then back up. And then we're going to come a little bit lower, and then we're going to come back up. And then a little bit lower, and then back up. A little bit lower, and then back up. Last time, let's ride it all the way down. Bring your elbows inside your knees and brace yourself here. Now, if this is an uncomfortable position for you, I invite you to go back to that goddess squat, that wide-legged stance that we were sitting on that giant horse. That works very similar muscles to this. We just don't get as deep into the stretch, all right? And if this is uncomfortable, you do not have to stay here. But if you are here, I really want you to imagine that you're pressing elbows into knees. Knees are pressing toward the back of the room. As you turn on your glute muscles to do that, you're gonna feel the pinky side of your foot like really press down into the earth. Good. If you want a little more space here, instead of having hands at heart or hands to prayer, you can make fists and kind of press yourself open here. Good. Beautiful. So we're in this yogi squat. We're going to stay here for about 5 more seconds. You can do anything for 5 seconds, right? For 4. These are long seconds, y'all. For 3. You're doing it. For 2. And 1. Hands come to the earth. Roll those toes forward and then roll yourself up to a stand. Little stretch with those hippies side to side. Good, and then we're gonna do a couple more hip stretches here for us because we've got a lot of hip movement today. Again, we're gonna step ourselves so that we are wide legs. Hands come to heart. And we're gonna take a nice deep bend into this right knee. Deep, 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 all the way down. All right, you go as far as you feel comfy. My ideal here is I'm trying to drop my right heel down to the earth. I'm trying to keep my left heel on the earth and turn my toes counterclockwise, opening up both of my inner thighs and my legs here. Nice. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips to the earth. We're going to crawl ourselves over to the opposite side. Hands to heart center. Ooh, that feels delicious, y'all. Trying to drop that left heel down, trying to turn those right toes, this time in a clockwise fashion. Good, again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and crawl yourself back through center. Pigeon toe those feet just slightly. One more wide-legged forward fold. And then keep your hands where you're at. Heel toe those feet until they come back onto your mat. Yeah! Beautiful. And we're going to roll ourselves up to a stand. Palms face forward. Mountain pose. Just taking time here. Sweet. All right. From our mountain pose, leaving a little space between your feet so that you have a nice balance here. Palms face forward. Shoulders away from those ears. We're going to start to calm our body down just by doing some gentle oscillations. So first thing I'd like you to do is bring your chin down to your chest. Right ear comes to right shoulder. Roll it around, left ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Slowly taking these nice little neck rolls in one direction. And then pause and go the other direction. Beautiful. Keep going a couple more times. Awesome. Beautiful. Now we're going to draw our attention to our shoulders. Come with me. We're going to come up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. So squeeze them together, bring them up, bring them forward and down. So we're rolling those shoulders, but not how we normally do. That's okay. Then I want you to bring your hands to your shoulders and do the same thing with those elbows. We're rolling forward. Forward. Bring those chicken wings forward. Excellent. Good. Now extend those arms down and I want you to bring them up and over. Forward circles. Up and over, almost like we're doing like a standing, if you were a swimmer, butterfly type position. Beautiful. Bring those arms down by your sides, palms face forward, pause. Now we go ears to the shoulders, back. Yeah. Roll it back. That feels so much more natural, y'all, right? Roll it back. Roll it back. Roll it back. 2 more. Roll. And roll. Hands to shoulders. Let's bring those chicken wings back. Roll it up and back. And back. And back. And back. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Extend those arms. Now we're going backwards. And back. Beautiful. 3. Let's do 2 more. 4, 5. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Separate those feet a little bit wider. We're going to be doing some rib cage oscillations or circles. I want you to bring your right rib, over to the right side. Keep your hips exactly where they are. Bring your ribs back through center. Left side, center. Right side, center. Left side, center. Okay, now come with me. We're going to go ribs back, like we're doing hollow back, almost like we're doing a cat. And then we're going to bring our chest forward like we're doing a cow. Chest back, chest forward. a little funky to do this way. Chest back, chest forward, back, forward. We don't go a big motion, but that's okay. A big motion. Either way. All right, now we're going to come forward, right side, back, left side, forward, right, back, left. Make it a circle. Can you be a little human snaky guy? All right, and then we're going to pause when we get back center, and then we're going to go left, back, right, center, left, back, right, center, and then we go this way. Yeah. Loosen it up. All right, now pause, hands at hips, and we are gonna do some hippie stuff. So first thing, we're gonna bring, again, our torso, everything else is staying the same. It's just our hips that are gonna move. So we're gonna bring our hips to the right. We're gonna bring them back. We're gonna bring them left. We're gonna bring them forward. Right, back, left, forward. Right, back, left, forward. Can we do some hippie circles here? You'll need to bend your knees for this, and that's okay. That's how our bodies work. Couple more oscillations, and then we're gonna pause, and then we're gonna go left, back, right, center, left, back, right, center, and around. Yeah. All right, last thing we're gonna do, come to some stillness. We're gonna come up onto our pointer or our tippy toes on the right side, and I just want you to do some ankle rolls, just to make them feel good. One way, and then go the other way. Looks like my legs are made of spaghetti right now. Pretty cool. Nice little optical illusion. And then pause and go the opposite direction or opposite leg. We roll out that left ankle in one way, and then we go the other way, and we roll, and we roll, and we roll. All right, stepping to the top of the mat, arms face forward, palms face forward. Let's inhale our shoulders up to our ears. Exhale them away from your ears. 2 more times like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Keep your eyes softly closed or just gaze down. Have some gratitude for this practice, for what your body was just able to do, for the effort that you put in. Whatever you just did was enough. Blink your eyes open. Bring some wiggles back to your body. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy or morning or dancing or whenever I'm seeing y'all throughout this process. Have so much fun. Take care.